everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a test drive on Mike DeLulo's Cabover. We finally got everything up and running. The air ride is all now fully functional. I was going to say installed or hooked up. It's all hooked up. It's ready to go. I can't quite do the test drive just yet, just because I'm going to have trouble getting in and out of this cab. Just in case you guys didn't notice me gone for like the last 10 videos, I had another back surgery, but I'm back up and again.
This one's gonna work.
Yeah, this time it's gonna. This one was gonna be the last one for this time. So,
but yeah, so we got it fired up, and me and Josh are gonna jump in the truck here and take it down the road. Make sure it hasn't been test driven yet. They got everything done in the shop.
Yep. We
hung one fuel tank on it, just enough to get it running, because then we're gonna take it down to our shop because we got a lot to do back there. But
yeah. Still got to do some frame painting and whatnot. That's not going to be the final product. Obviously, we got a lot of work to do still. You know, we got some interior stuff to talk about, so on and so forth. But what I feel like we should do now is just get straight into the test drive.
Let's go drive it, and then we'll tell you all the other stuff we're doing.
Let's do this.
All right, so we're in the Cabover. It is running. And are we going to make it? Maybe. This is the first test drive after we've done everything, so we're gonna see what happens here. But I think we'll be fine. We should be totally fine. This thing should ride 100 times better.
Should be a lot better.
I mean, it's longer.
It's longer.
It's got air ride.
It should be a lot better than last time.
And she sounds good. All right, so we've gone down the road. We gave her, what is that, Josh? We went 3 miles or something?
Yep.
So we went 3 miles. Everything's fine. Kind of wanted to wait till we went a few miles before we recorded, just make sure everything was all right. Everything's great. We got her up to about 65. Like shift. There we go. Things are tricky. Yeah, a little better.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so the tires got a little shake right here. It'll go away in a second. We're in 13th gear. We're going roughly 60 miles an hour, and the ride is 110 times better right now.
A lot better.
RPM's at, now we're running 68. We're holding 1650 on the RPMs. So that's a whole lot better than it was with that 10 speed.
That's right.
And the rears are in it's got a little bit different gear too. I mean, I'm not afraid to hit a bump this time. Last time when Tommy was following us, he said we hit that bridge transition and the wheels come off the ground.
Oh yeah, it was rough.
I feel like they fixed the road now, so we can't go back and retest that in theory, but I don't think the wheels will come off the ground.
I don't think so. Like what this thing will do with a load behind it. Got
Oh,
lots.
A little weight back there make a big difference. But you know, last time driving this thing too, I was a little more nervous, even on the steering. Everything was a little darty, I guess you'd call it, because of the shorter wheelbase, and really comfortable with the way it is right now.
Okay, so they made it back from the test drive. And of course, the point of a test drive is to see if you can find anything or uncover anything that needs to be done. And turns out it rides a little rough at the current moment. So what's going on with this thing is we're going to pull it in. We're going to readjust the ride height with the air leveling valve because it's putting way too much air in the airbags. It's making this thing ride a little stiff. It's also, you can see it's got some traction issues there because it's not leveling out properly. Did you see where you got some spin on that back tire right there? It's because it's putting so much air in the bags. It's not leveling properly. It's not getting any flex. It is super, super stiff. So all that is a minor adjustment on this leveling valve. So we'll do some adjustments. Careful with that first step there, Brian.
First step's a doozy.
So how'd she ride?
Way better than before.
But
well, we got Josh here. We were looking over this whole deal and kind of staring at the airbags there. She's got a little much on the air pressures.
Yeah, our ride height is way off, so we're going to have to adjust it.
You could tell when we were driving in how it was spinning the tires.
Yep.
The suspension doesn't have any way to move, so it's like very rigid, and that's why it won't go over any of the uneven terrain very good.
It barely wanted to come into the shop. Like once you hit this tiny minor little hump in the doorway there,
Yeah.
you it like picked one tire almost completely off the ground.
We should have checked the ride height before we drove off.
Maybe.
But you know what? The whole point of test drives is to,
Figure out what we're done wrong.
exactly, to uncover some issues, and now we know we got some things to do. So, all right.
Currently the track bar is at like, what is it, 10?
Yeah, 10, 12 degrees, and idea is about 4 degrees. So it looks like there's no adjustment here, so we're going to have to buy a longer rod or lengthen this one to get our
I
ride
wonder
height
if we just take the valve off and cut a groove straight down on that bracket
we
so you can
could.
turn it like the newer trucks?
Yep. Yeah, we'll
Just
try
to get the
couple
ride height a little
things.
bit lower, and then we'll go drive it again. Because I mean, it already rode better with a gazillion pounds of air in the back of it. I imagine we get the ride height.
It's going to do a lot better when we get all the air pressure out.
Yeah. We're gonna do that real quick and drive it again.
All right.
All right, I'll get some tools.
A hair getting lower.
You ain't gonna let some out. Come back up with it, see where we're at. This does have a little adjustment in it.
It did have, okay. Oh yeah, it was pushed all the way up. It's gotta be happier. So I wonder what this is sitting at now. How much did we lose? I mean, the shocks have gone down a little bit. They were like full extended. Look at that.
Oh, we're close.
4 is the magic number. We're at 5. So, not too bad. Yeah, the bags look a lot better. Shocks have got a little more room now. And you guys are seeing, like, I know the airlines and the wiring and all that's like kind of ugly looking, but this is all just so that we can kind of run all the bugs out of this thing before we take it back apart for getting it ready for paint. So this is just kind of in here to get us by. And then once we get ready to do the paint and all that stuff, then we do final plumbing. It'll look a whole lot nicer, but pretty good start. You want to give her another shot? Go down the road?
Give another shot. I think we'll be a lot closer this go around. A lot closer.
All right, we're back in it.
How's it going?
We're gonna
We're
do
gonna do this
again.
one more time.
See how it likes the lower ride height. It's gotta be better.
Oh yeah.
Look, it feels happier already.
Oh,
the
yeah.
truck said I'm happier about it.
Didn't even stop vibrating.
It literally is. It is.
It's smoother.
It's smoother. That's wild. Okay, we'll back this thing out and see what happens this time.
All right, we're back.
The RPMs have to be higher. Just shifting this thing. Okay, that's already better.
Is that?
Yeah. So that lower speed that bucking it was doing earlier, it's not doing that.
Yeah, it's
now.
not doing it.
I was a little concerned with that. It was like, it's kind of rough. You want to drive this thing back to the shop?
Oh yeah, you're having all the fun. We don't get many opportunities to drive one of these trucks.
No. And this thing, like now, this second go round, this is like, I'm okay with it. I like it now. I was like, it's better, but I was a little disappointed with the first ride.
And let's do a little more tweaking. I think we'll get it right on the money.
We still want it down. We still want the ride height down a little bit more. But I mean, okay, so we're 1,700 RPMs for 70 miles an hour.
Yeah.
That's way better. Wait, you're from here, we're slow down a bit.
Yeah, especially since we ain't got no tail lights, no turn signals.
Looks like you were a little. Just cross your fingers and you can pay attention to your passenger.
Well, they're sitting on the side of the road here, waiting on somebody to come through.
Yeah.
Got brake lights. Oh, he's turning around.
He's turning around.
Going the other way. We're good to go.
Your heart sinks a little bit when they start moving as you pass by. You're like, oh no, he saw.
Oh, we're back to green flag racing. Any suggestions?
I can't give you any suggestions. I'm not qualified for suggestions. It does all right. What I learned when I just drove it though is you gotta. I'm trying to shift it too easy. I think. Yeah. But don't listen to anything I gotta say. I am no pro. Good on my end. Yeah. Well, last time you drove this too, it was a 10-speed.
That's right. Well, I think it's pretty smooth.
You're way better at shifting that thing than I am.
Got some fire too. That's smooth.
Yeah.
Tires 80 miles an hour.
now.
What do you guys think?
It is way better.
It looked like it was riding a lot better. When you pulled into the driveway, the little oscillations that you guys hit, you weren't like sending tires. You weren't like blowing them off or anything.
They actually could get some traction.
No, it actually looked like it was doing what it was supposed to.
It felt a lot better,
A lot better.
that second time around for sure.
A lot better. 75 mile an hour smooth. I think we did a good job.
I'm pretty happy with it. I know when Mike gets this thing back and drives it, he's going to be blown away at the difference from when he dropped this thing off to what it is right now.
I never got to ride in it, but following you guys the very first time that you drove it and watching like the cab shake up and down after like every single bump you hit. Yeah.
It was an interesting ride for sure.
Especially the construction zone you guys went through and it looked like the rear ends got airborne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got respect for the old timers.
Yeah, they didn't have it made like the new trucks at all.
Yeah. No, definitely not. But no, it looked like it from following you guys around, it looks like it rides a lot smoother.
It did 100 times better. So yeah, now we just we'll take this thing up to Crossville, start unplumbing everything, and get in the frame, take it back apart, the whole thing back apart, and now that the utility side's done, we just make the pretty side.
Yeah, now we just gotta make it pretty again.
You got something to work with now.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you liked everything you saw, and I hope you like what we did with the Cabover so far. Now, it's not really quite as pretty as it's about to be, so I guess...
Hopefully you understand that this thing drives like 1 gazillion times better than it used to. I mean, it's a big freaking difference.
Oh yeah, no, there's a massive difference. I can't really say that I know from the inside of it, but I've followed this thing around before and after, and it looks a lot better.
And we didn't get pulled over by the police, so that was good too.
That was also good, yeah.
But it's a, you know, the gearing in it now is completely different, and it's got a 13 speed. So even the RPM range of the mile an hour is 100 times better. When we drove it for the first time for getting the frame stretched, I mean, it was like 55 miles an hour is all you're doing in it.
Oh yeah, it was the truck had a really bad problem being gear bound, which is you know, had a very low top end speed at a very high RPM. But that problem has now been fixed. You can actually drive this thing probably comfortably across the country.
Oh, 100%. The first ride, the first ride with the ride height being too tall, it was better, but I was kind of like a little discouraged. Like, this isn't as good as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
And when we come back through and just kind of was looking at it, realized that the ride height was way off, and then the second drive was what I expected it to be.
I will say, whenever I came back and you guys were standing next to those airbags and they were fully inflated, I was a little scared. There's some scary stories in the world of airbags exploding. So if you guys ever see an airbag too tight, make sure you just pull an airline real quick, get that thing deflated fast.
It'll hurt you.
Because yeah, an airbag explosion is very, very real.
But we didn't have that, so that was good.
That's good.
So that's it for the video. I mean, we got to go do other work stuff today.
Yeah, so you guys know what to do. You got to like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram.
At Semi-Casual Show.
Check out our website. We have all kinds of cool parts. We're adding more stuff all the time. We got really cool merchandise. And it's summertime. You guys need a really cool, these t-shirts, even though they're black, they're nice and breezy. They're very lightweight. They're enjoyable to wear in warmer weather. So
you're saying summertime, and it's not even, like, it's just, we got a nice bit of weather right now.
yeah, you're right. It's not summertime yet, but it
feels like we're right in the beginning of it.
I'll say, even though it's warmer outside, these t-shirts are still delightful to wear. So you guys need one.
I was talking 2 days ago, 3 days ago or something. Bill sent me pictures of snow everywhere.
Yep.
And I sent him a picture of the dash, and it said like 68.
I bet he was happy about that one.
He didn't respond to me for like an hour.
All right. Well, also, guys, don't forget the Semi-Casual Truck Show, August 4th and 5th. It is going to be an absolute blast. We've had a lot of pre-registrations coming through, so if you're wanting to bring a truck, don't forget to pre-register. That is live on the website now.
It is.
semicasualshow.com, and then there's a tab on there you can click to pre-register your truck. You definitely want to get in on that because pre-registrations are flowing through.
Yep, and it's going to be a big show, and you're probably even going to see this thing. I think Mike's going to bring it down when we get done with it. So
that'll be cool.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
See you guys
Later.
next time.